top. There we go. Tracking. It's rolling. Okay. Hold on. Let me turn the camera on. 2 shot. All right. Tape's rolling.
All right.
You rolling. You're on the air. I'm gonna close the door and keep out the sound.
All right. This is an interview with Mrs. Margaret Block, Miss Margaret Block, for the Jackson State University Civil Rights Collection by Emanuel, Abston. We are in the Mississippi East Center, and the time is 3:40. Good afternoon, Miss Block.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Jackson State University.
Thank you.
Now, for the record, please give me your home address.
It's 206 Washington Street, Cleveland, Mississippi. And the zip is 38732.
Early in life, did you prepare yourself for a profession?
Yeah.
What schools did you attend?
I went from elementary school. I went to Cleveland Colored Consolidated School. And then I went to Eastside High School. And then I joined the movement. So then I went to Pacific. After I got out, I stopped being really active. And I went to Pacific Union College in St. Helena, California. Then I went to San Francisco State University.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a bachelor's degree?
Mm-hmm. In early childhood ed.
All right. All right. Now, when did you become active in the civil rights movement? Exactly what year, or anybody sort of recruited you?
Yeah, my brother did, Sam. He was an icon in the movement.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother did. Well, we were always destined for being in some kind of movement because we grew up around Amzie Moore.
All right.
Going around with Amzie Moore. We knew Medgar Evers and Dr. T.R.M. Howard, and my father was, he led a strike in 1948 against the federal compress because he was a cotton sampler.
Yeah.
And they had, the boiler blew up and injured and killed a lot of black men, and he and my uncle led a safety strike against the federal compress.
Well, what years was that?
That was 1947, I think, when the compress, the boiler blew up at the federal compress in Cleveland.
Oh,
so we grew up doing, and then my uncle's
involved.
Involved. My uncle Jimmy's daddy, Uncle Louis, was involved. He and my father led that strike. So we were always involved. We were outspoken black people in Cleveland. Nobody would even mess with them.
Now, what were some of the initial issues, the real issues in the civil rights movement, as you recall them?
The real issues were voting. We got the right to vote. That was my only focus, was on the right to vote, because I knew if we ever got the right to vote and we were a majority, we would be able to control our schools. We would be able to get jobs for black people, because there were certain jobs that black people could not have, like Baxter's Laboratories, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting all this federal money, but they didn't hire anybody. They had 2 black janitors, and that was it. And in 1964, when I came down there to the COFO office on Lynch Street, I had to come down here and file a complaint with the Justice Department. And they started hiring people, I think, around 1966 or something. I don't remember, because I was in California in 66.
Oh, okay. So rather than tough it out there initially, you did go west.
Well, I had to go to school.
Yes, and so you then returned to Cleveland.
I returned to Cleveland. I stayed in California 31 years.
Oh.
I just came back to Cleveland.
Oh, all right.
Well, not just. I've been here about 10 years now.
All right. Now, there was a lot of energy in the civil rights movement in the 50s and the 60s and the like. And so, who were some of the veterans that you looked up to, or sort of, what you might say, created the momentum for the cause?
Oh, well, that was my brother Sam Block, of course, and Ella Baker.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Ella Baker and September Clark. I was so blessed to know these women. September Clark was over the Dorchester School with SCLC in Georgia, where we had to go down there and learn how to teach in the citizenship schools. And this lady named Dorothy Cotton, I was really impressed with her. She was she worked directly with Dr. King and my dear friend Andy Young and John Lewis.
All right.
I was influenced by all of these people, but mostly I was influenced by my brother.
Now, you, in other words, these were, you might say, training grounds in Atlanta?
They were here.
In other words, you didn't have to go to Atlanta.
No, I didn't. We went to, when you're talking about the Dorchester School, nobody ever talked about the Dorchester Training School. It was in Macon, Georgia, and it was sponsored by by SCLC, and we were going to teach in the citizenship schools. So we had to go down to, they gave us, I think we went down there for a week or 2 weeks or whatever.
Okay. Intense training.
Training.
Okay.
Andy Young was one of the teachers, Dorothy Cotton, Tina, I forgot Tina's name, but it was a lot of people involved. They were teaching us how to teach in the citizenship schools, because we had to teach people, first of all, I had to teach people how to read over there in Rosedale.
Yeah.
And I was just out of high school. But then we had to teach them about citizenship and passing the tests and all of that stuff.
So now, were those, looking back, were those tests really hard for somebody to interpret?
Yeah, the people that were giving them couldn't interpret it. Yeah, the state of Mississippi, you had to interpret the Constitution, and they could pick any part of the Constitution out of the state, and you had to interpret it.
Yes. And
of course you didn't pass, because whether you interpreted right or wrong, they were going to say it wasn't right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how do you know? They didn't know that. I don't even know a citizen that can interpret the Constitution. Not unless you're a Constitution lawyer.
Lawyer. Yes. Now, did you during this period know Unita Blackwell?
No, I didn't meet Unita till later.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She wasn't in the movement during the 62, 63, and 64. Well, she joined in 64 during the Freedom Summer.
All right, okay. And so, what about the involvement of ladies overall in your community? Were they hesitant because they were married and their husbands told them not to be involved? What is your comment on that?
No, women were involved. Who you gonna tell? We black Delta women, you can tell us what to do and what not to do. Some of them did, but it wasn't because that their husbands didn't want them involved. It was because they were afraid. They were afraid of losing their jobs or getting their house burned or whatever. Mm-hmm. They were afraid, but women were strongly involved in the movement. And when I first joined in 62, because that's when I first met Diane Nash. Okay. She came to Cleveland, she and Jim Bevel. She was Diane Bevel then, but she Diane Nash now. Mm-hmm. And that's when I first met Diane. And then we went to, like I told you, to the Dorchester School in Georgia. Now
you all, to some degree, housed those people in your homes? Where did they live?
In our homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to have wall-to-wall people up in there sleeping. You know what a pallet is?
Yes.
Sleeping on pallets.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so they gave you all the leadership to some degree, and then they left. And so you all had to
carry it on.
And then they went on to some other community. Whatever, right?
That's what they did when I got enough. Yes. They thought I had enough training. I was in Bolivar in Sunflower County. And after that, like in the summer, by the 64, I was a veteran. I was an old hand. They sent me over to Tallahatchie County where Emmett Till got killed at. Over there by Money, Mississippi, and all over in that area. Yeah, I went over there. SNCC, I was with SNCC by that time. I had left SCLC.
Now, you're a native of Humphreys County?
No, I'm a native of Bolivar County.
Of Bolivar County.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Now, I'm just trying to get the geography straight. Now, how far is that from Drew?
Bolivar County is about 26 miles from Drew.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you familiar with the book Civil Rights?
Yeah,
Have you read that?
Yeah, I read it.
Is that pretty authentic? Her experiences with her children?
Oh, yeah. I knew Miss Maybertha Carter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, I went to school with her oldest daughters. They went to school in Cleveland. Then they moved over to the plantation in Drew. But, yeah, I went to school with Bertha Carter and Naomi Carter. And that was true. It was really accurate, that book was, and so was the documentary that she did.
Yes.
The Intolerable Burden.
Yes. So you can vouch for that being authentic.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Now, moving on now, do you consider this conference a reunion to some degree of the veterans? What's your take on that?
I think it's more of a reunion.
Okay.
It's a conference, but it's more of a reunion. Because I know some people came down here to see some of the old people too, older people that we worked with. And it's more like a reunion to me. So,
can you name maybe 5 or 6 people that you can relate to from the 60s?
Yeah, Dora Ladner is here.
Dora Ladner, where is she?
Dora Ladner was from Palmer's Crossing, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
What's the name is up in there? Oh, Frankie. Well, Frankie wasn't really in the movement.
Okay.
She was over at Tougaloo.
Yes.
Then there's Ed Brown is here.
Yes.
Yeah. Then Wazir Peacock is like my brother. He's here.
Okay. What? He lives in California, doesn't
Yeah, he lives in Oakland.
Okay. He moved out there pretty much the same time you did?
I think he moved after I did. I don't know. I went in '67.
Okay.
So I don't know when he moved out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he from Bolivar County?
No, he's from Tallahatchie County.
Oh, Tallahatchie County.
He's from Charleston, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, anybody else here that you have not seen in a little while?
Yeah, Yvesta Simpson is here. I hadn't seen Margaret Burnman like it's 64.
The speaker for the luncheon.
Yeah.
Yes. You all go way back.
To 64. I hadn't seen her since then. 65 or something. I don't even know the year now.
Now, she was in your public school system?
No. I don't know where Margaret is from. I just met her briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got my good friend Ed Whitfield is here. Ed Whitfield is in North Carolina now.
Okay. What about Guillot?
Oh, yeah, Guillot was in, then Lawrence Guillot. I didn't say I was here to see him, though. Okay.
But he was, in other words, highly vocal back then?
Yeah, he was the chairman of the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party back then.
Okay. And now, were you one to join that group?
Everybody belonged to the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party.
And so you went to those caucuses for the 64 National Convention?
No, I didn't go to the National Convention. I was so far
out in the background to, they had to come up with a delegation and all.
Yeah, but see, my delegation from Tallahatchie County didn't go.
Oh, okay.
I guess we were too country for them. Because I was way out in the country. I was telling you about Ed Brown. He's here. We had a shootout in 1964.
A shootout?
A shootout with the white folks out there.
What actually happened when you say a shootout? You talking about
it wasn't a shootout. They shot at us. We shot back. Didn't nobody get killed.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was August the 7th. Those are in the sneak papers. 1964. We had taken the 5 Brewer brothers over to the courthouse to get them registered, and they failed that test. But then when we got back home that night, we were out in the country,
yes,
and we expected the Klan to come. But they didn't expect us to have guns and Molotov cocktails and stuff waiting on them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we shot back at them, and they didn't do anything. They just got out and left real quick. They didn't come back. But the next day what they did was they called the game warden. The game warden from Mississippi, for that county, and told them that we
not
were
the sheriff, the game warden.
The game warden. They said we were out there hunting deals out of season.
And
we
they brought the law down on you all.
Yeah, well, we didn't. The game warden saw we didn't know anything about a deer. We were all city kids. Although I was from Cleveland, I had never lived in no country, never seen no live deers or nothing. But they came out there. This guy Fred Mangrum and I was on the project together. Well, we all was out there, but they came to me and Fred talking about they had a report that we were out there shooting deers out of
season. They came to investigate. So you all were not arrested?
No.
Okay.
That would have been funny had we been arrested.
Oh, wow. So now, did this involve the sheriff at all?
He was he was behind it.
Oh, he was behind it.
Yeah, but
he sent the game warden, you think?
I think so. He uttered, well, I don't know who
Rather
in those trucks.
Himself.
Yeah, whoever came out there with those guns. See, they were scared to come back when they found out we were armed and we would shoot them quick.
Yes.
They didn't come back. They decided to send the game wardens out after us.
I see. Now, is there a kind of financing of this kind of a conference? And what about fundraising for the civil rights movement and the like? Everybody, well, I mean, during that period, and then we'll come on up to now.
Oh, during that period, they had donors. People donated money, like people from up north, and different foundations, different colleges, and just private people, philanthropists. They donated money back then, and then a lot of those white students that came down here came with money. I remember Don Edwards' son, Glenn Edwards. What was his name? Anyway, he was from the congressman from California.
Okay.
Yeah, Congressman Edwards sent us cars, money, a lot of stuff. Lynn was his son's name.
And so by that, you all, should I say, were able to finance what you needed and the like.
Yeah, well, we were getting paid $10 a week.
So if you were an active civil rights worker, there was a minimum amount of pay that you were paid from a national
I don't
budget
know where
to some
the
degree?
budget came from, because I know we had private people paying us. This lady in New York named Johnny Winchester was my sponsor.
Oh, okay.
We had sponsors.
Oh, okay.
And she was my sponsor. She'd send me $10 every week.
Okay. And here again, that came and the mail was not open or anything?
They were not crazy. They would not touch the U.S. mail now.
Okay, they did not. Okay. And so you contend that the local law enforcement were part of the opposition?
Of course, yeah. We all know that. Look at Sheriff Rainey down there in Neshoba County. He had something to do with the killing of Mickey and J.E. and Andy.
But now, in that instance, though, he was never indicted, right?
Yeah, most of them running around have never been indicted, but they still guilty.
Yes. Now, did you ever come maybe to Jackson during that period as far as meetings with Medgar Evers and all these others, or were you all pretty much localized and there?
No, we always came to Jackson because we had our COFO meetings down here over on Lynch Street at the Masonic Auditorium.
Okay.
And then we had our COFO office over on Lynch Street too at the Masonic. So we always came for conventions and conferences and whatever we were doing. We would come down here too ever so often, not often, but we would come down here for meetings because you couldn't just be on a project and do this and do that and not be, and not have a discussion about it and not have input as to what you're doing, what you need to do, So we would all come down here to the Masonic Hall on Lynch Street.
Now, were there any lawyers that you can relate to that were keeping you all, in other words, out of jail, so to speak? Who helped in that situation?
I remember this lawyer, what was his name? Ed Acharuni and Steve McNichols, and I don't recall all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, lawyers were here too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I never needed a lawyer because they wouldn't let me go to jail.
I see. Well, I was wondering whether or not if you all were in prison for whatever reason, or who came and saw that you all got out.
I don't know. I remember that time when Eleanor Norton came down here to get Miss Heyman them out of jail, and they put her in jail too.
Mm-hmm.
Eleanor Holmes Norton.
Yes.
Yeah, but they wouldn't. I didn't go to jail. Because I wasn't nonviolent. I had, how we used to wear those skirts with those big old belts, those rubber belts and stuff. I used to keep me a switchblade knife stuck down in that belt, and I was going to cut the first one of them that came toward me. I was going to cut. I told them that. Yeah. No, they wouldn't let me go to jail. Miss Heyman would go, good, you can't go no jail. Talking about cutting somebody.
Yeah. So they monitored you. And allowed you to go free. Okay.
Who monitored me?
No, I'm saying that if they knew it in house, they knew that you might would hurt somebody.
Well, Miss Heyman knew I would hurt somebody. Lois Rogers, people that I was working with.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they told me, my brother gonna tell me, you gotta be nonviolent. I'm going, you got a headache. I'm not getting one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, what kind of relationship did you have with Miss Heyman?
Really good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You ever visit her in her house?
Yeah, before when in '62, it was 3 of us working in 3 women in Cleveland and Sunflower County. And that was Mrs. Heyman and this lady named Lois Rogers and me.
Now, is it that help me out on this? Didn't she initiate a kind of pig farm or something?
Yeah, she had a co-op.
So that's what I'm trying.
Yeah, a co-op.
I'm trying to focus in on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you? How was that financed?
I don't know. I wasn't here when she got the co-op.
Oh, okay.
But she got the co-op in later years.
Later years, wasn't it?
Yeah, after the war on poverty and all of that stuff, they got all that money.
Okay.
So I was in San Francisco then.
Oh, okay. Now, you sort of left the movement behind when you went out to California?
No, I hooked up with people out there. Mike Miller was out there. He's here too.
Oh, okay.
SNCC office. We had SNCC office out there.
Was that where? Bakersfield or something?
No, that was in San Francisco.
Oh, Northern California.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We had a SNCC office out there, and then I became involved with the anti-Vietnam movement, no intervention in Central America, and me, 6 of my friends and me, we wrote Proposition J. Although we let this lady named Julianne Melville, told her to take credit for it, so she could, because she was running for supervisor, and we figured that she would have a good platform if she just said she authored that bill, but she didn't. It was Geraldine Johnson, Essie Moorman, Blanche Babb, Abby Feynman, or something like that. Are
you talking about the economist?
I'm talking about the economist, Julianne Melville.
Yes, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, and Shirley Nakamura, and it was 7 of us that sat down around my kitchen table one weekend, around Geraldine's the next weekend, and wrote that Prop J, where we were causing for the divestment of city pension funds out of South Africa.
Yes, I recall. I do vaguely recall that being in the news and the like.
Yeah.
What are some of the major topics? Do you know some of the major topics really being discussed here in the workshops and all? How is that going?
Well, the major topic to me, I just went to that one workshop. This is the first workshop that they had.
Yes.
And the major topic for me is education.
Okay.
That's why I went to see what Dave has to say.
Okay.
It's really a critical stage that we are in now without these people with educating our children with the No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
Means
Not well funded.
Not well funded and not well implemented. I mean, it means no child left standing. They don't have no child left behind under those private schools. It's just for public schools. I bet you Jen and Juice, whatever they name, the Bush twins, bet you they don't go to no school that they have no child left behind in. They just teaching kids how to test. That's why we were talking before, like children can't write anymore. Mm-hmm. That's because they busy, the teachers busy teaching them how to pass the test.
So this is a part of the game. To some degree, you learn to be test conscious and the like, and humanities is sort of left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, are you are supportive of the Ayers case and the Ayers settlement and the like? Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not supportive of what they're doing with the money now.
Oh.
That is just, I am really mad. But it's, it's going to be something. We're going to, because I talked to Lily Ayers Sunday about it. She's aware of what they're doing too. How are you going to take money that was meant for these black schools because of all of the horrible discrimination and inequities that was going on? How are you going to take the money now when you win it and give it back to the white kids? Because you got to integrate this school. I could see if Jackson State or Valley or Alcorn or something, if they had excluded white kids from coming to these schools. But we never excluded them.
Yes.
And I think it's wrong and I think it's dirty. They just found another way to turn around and take that money right back from us to educate their own little kids. I know a lot of poor kids.
But you do know that these are minority grants, though. In other words, they are with a kind of restricted amount, whether it be, $20 million or whatever. There is a pool of money, though, that is given scholarships to whites to, should I say, attend exclusively historical black schools.
Yeah, that doesn't make it right. They can't justify that to me.
Yeah.
They cannot justify it. I know too many black kids, Hispanic kids that needs that same opportunity that these not so deprived white kids are getting. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going it's just wrong, and I just think it's atrocious.
Yes.
It's really atrocious.
Now, I have asked you a lot of questions here, Miss Block. And is there any comments you would like to make that's unsolicited? Anything you would like to voluntarily share for the record here about what's happening here at the conference? Anything that I didn't cover in my questions?
No, I don't know what's happening at this conference. I got CFS. That's conference fatigue syndrome. I can't stand no more. I'm not going.
You came here from a conference?
Well, I had just came back from a conference a week before.
Yeah.
Then
where were you?
I was over at Arkansas State.
Okay.
And then, the 3 days of the weekend, I was down at UNITA's thing in Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've been, I don't know, just places. But conferences are fine. But we need to make sure we accomplish something. It's fine to just sit up and talk and listen to all of these learned, educated, whoever they are, people. But we got to get down to the grassroots. We got to go back and see what is wrong with our black boys and why are we permitting society to tag them for prison if they can't read in the 3rd grade, and we quietly sitting by and letting them do that to our children. And that's what I'm trying to find out. Why are we doing this? Why aren't we taking a stand against this? Just because the era is over, the civil rights movement isn't over with.
No.
Jim Crow grew up. His name is Mr. James Crow now.
Mr. James Crow.
Yeah.
My gracious. That's a twist sure enough.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thank you very much
you're
for
welcome.
agreeing to be an interview
Oh,
this
you're
time.
welcome.
I certainly appreciate your reflections.
Oh, you're welcome. I gotta go try and see if we're going back to the hotel for a minute.
Oh, okay. Now you at the Comfort Inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Comfort Inn.